Good morning, hockey fans. Welcome back one more time. Moonstone Community Center, Alexandria, Minnesota. It's the final game of the weekend for your Minnesota Moose taking on North Dakota. It's the second game of the morning as there were two lucky teams, the Blue Ox and the Walleye, that got to play the 7 a.m. game. So we're number two on the ice this morning. Moose trying to end on a high note with a W after a very tough loss yesterday afternoon to the Grey Ducks, which I have since found out was their first win of the season. So that'll just go to tell you what kind of loss it was for the Moose yesterday and what may be described as the toughest game. Not as the toughest opponent, but toughest game we've played from a game level, skill level, effort level, all kinds of level. It was a rough one, folks. Penalty filled, sloppy effort. It was a tough one. But we will move on and turn things around here this morning for the Moose against North Dakota and the home Whites and the away Reds for the Moose. Mr. Peterson with the Moose hat going on down there. Warm-up period coming to an end. We'll get ready to play some hockey here and make the trip home. Hope everybody's ready for maybe some football today. Maybe you guys are at home watching the WNBA playoffs that start this afternoon. Minnesota Lynx taking on Phoenix in game one of the semifinals. I think that's a 4 p.m. Central Time start. Home game for the Lynx. But for now, let's pay attention to this one. Coaches Scott Waldo and Jamie Shepard on the bench as usual. We've got scorekeeper and color commentator Olivia Lamantia, one of the best analysts in the business. No donut here this morning. She doesn't look like she's had her coffee. Getting ready to rumble. Well, let's see. It looks like Miss Ruby Simmett coming out to play the first for the Moose. Newman line out with Kudin and Scala will be your starting six. We'll be on the left wing, Lamantia on the right wing, and we are off. Nope, false start. Off. Lamantia trying to kick it in. North Dakota out the other way. Off of Ambule's stick. Tipped in. It's going to slide into the net. Left to be played dangerously. Ambule gets a piece of that. Lamantia racing over to find the loose puck. Finding Ambule, but through her legs. A little too close for that pass. Lamantia pulling out the boards. So Ambule was set up, but the centering pass was knocked away by a D-stick. Into the Moose zone, it's Scala, Brindley Scala out of Farmington. Up. Taylor Gretz. Lamantia will pick it up. Sends it over to Gretz and will get off the ice. It gets to Jorgensen on her backhand. Send it over to Gretz. It's a little behind her. As Mortel fires. And held on to by the North Dakota goalie. Mortel just coming off the bench. Finds the puck in the left circle. Fires one into the goalie. Early on action here. And that gives us the first loose call, officially at 21:43. Off front, backhand. Oh, Gretz with the backhand just missed the top right corner on the rebound attempt. A good lift with the backhand shot from in tight. And that one fired on by Mortel was off the pad. Gretz loose puck. Firing sharp angle shot saved. North Dakota picking it up and trying to break it out. Will skate it out. And that should be an icing. Nope, they're going to wave it off even though she was before the red line. Jorgensen at the half wall. Now Gretz, it will chip out. It'll get to Mortel. In and out of the zone quickly. Backhanded in by Jorgensen. We'll get another line change. Here comes North Dakota with numbers on the change. Nice stick by Norston. Marissa hip slide. He's out front. Shot. Pad save. Is the back end. It's Tremblay breaking it up and trying to find Hips too far ahead. And off of a stick into the North Dakota zone. Stoffel now defending. With a full camera just came down here. Sorry about that. Let me get fixed here. Center ice. North Dakota on the move, no numbers, shot blocked. Hollingsworth knocked it out. North Dakota picks it back up. Enters the far side. Shuffles it in deep. Tremblay trying to break out to the middle. Picked off by the Nodaks. Hollingsworth on the move. Through the defender's leg. It trickles in and is covered. Newman in with Vicks and Hollingsworth right now. And that one was saved on a beauty from the North Dakota goalie. It bounced to the backside. Rebound attempt, and number 33 was able to get back to her right side and close the door on that one. It looks like we are short of player, and that's why the lines aren't 4 full lines. Because Nova Lent is out for this one. And so we must be running 3 centers with 4 lines of wings. Hollingsworth fires, just misses. Peter no shot, redirected. Hollingsworth misses right. Gretz. He's out. Scala off the stick of Gretz into the zone. In comes Lamantia, picks up the loose puck. Fires one-timer. Ambule, and another great save by 33 as she slid over once again. And I don't think Ambule got all of that one. Otherwise, I don't think that save would have happened. Looked like it went off the stick a little weird. So it's Gretz, Lamantia, Ambule, Norston, Bond. Center pass, good stick. Norston gets the stick with Gretz. Back up to Ambule. Corrals. Trying to take it around the net, but gets pressure. Comes back the other way. Lamantia holding at the half wall. Dakota try the other way. Norston steps up. Can't grab the puck. Comes out. Bond will pick it up. Backtracking. Pulls it out into the neutral zone. Back into the Moose zone for Bond. Over to Norston. Up to Lamantia off her stick. Back out in the center ice. Bond tipping it in. Puck is, there it is. Dakota has it. Into the zone. Just off to the 12, firing, saved, and covered up. In the splits, Ruby Simic. Just under 17 left here in the first half. It's 0-0. Moose with 8 shots on net early. And 1 for North Dakota that you just saw. Marissa Hibbs now in. With Mortel and Jorgensen. Here comes Hibbs. She's on the move. Will get bumped off it. Mortel and Jorgensen working. Mortel keeping it for the moment. Now flipped up. Out, and that's going to be up ahead to North Dakota, number 17. Cuts back to the middle, hits the brakes, finds number 12, and on her backhand, and a save. Simic with the pads. If that pass would have on the tape, that would have been a different story, perhaps, from North Dakota. Number 6 making a move, firing, and a blocker save. Simic. Newman sends it in. North Dakota's pass out was picked off Tremblay. Will go off the board and gets upended. Prado turning it around, bouncing around. Newman will pick it up. He's left to the middle, couldn't get the shot off. Follow-up shot by Kuden was left. Prado out to the side. Tremblay will take it around the near side boards. And then it'll be sent out of the zone. Kuden will pick it up. Offside. .1507 left here in the first. Dakota sends it in on Simic. That's pushing it forward, comes out. North Dakota, number 10, fires it through. That'll get on net. And Simic will keep it in the glove. They'll whistle it. offside. Shot did get through the net after the first one was knocked down. Simmett makes the save. Loose out front on the side, a kick save. Simmett, Lamantia picks it up, finds Ambule, racing up the left, trying to find Lamantia just off her stick. Fired on from deep, and Simmett will save it. It's out front! And number 18 got there and tried to chip it in, but it went too high up over the net. That one knocked down by Norston. Trying to chip it out, does. Dakota out to the left side. Lamantia getting a piece of it, turning it. Number 17, turning and firing. Northman with another block save. And out front, Bond getting physical out front. And that one whistled dead. If I know. What number is Tegan?
19.
Want to send a shout out to the Gundersons on here. Talking to Mr. Eric Gunderson. Trying to remember his daughter Tegan. Friend of the program is number 19 from North Dakota. Emily, his wife, may be on the watching on the stream. If you are, welcome, Emily. Keep an eye out for Miss Tegan Gunderson, number 19 for the Nodaks. And a very demure Moose chant. And out is Northern Moose. Jorgensen chips it in. Getting through. Motel working behind the net. Motel. Comes around near side and will clear the zone. Motel over to Zivik. Misfires on the pass, and it'll be held in deep by North Dakota. And back out, Newman getting a piece of the pass. You know, it's funny, the shots were 8-1 early on, but after that flurry of activity, it's 10-9 shots on net in favor of North Dakota. They intercept one in the slot, can't get the shot off. It was knocked down by Zivik, who retains possession. She'll enter up the right side, trying to send it in deep, goes to the official's legs. She'll get boarded up, waiting for some help on the line change. Tremblay in, Prado in. Tremblay ran into Prado, the puck comes out. It is Scala looking to keep it on the right side. Prado working. North Dakota coming out with it. Number 10. Toe drag move was stopped. Zivik. Zivik hammers it out. North Dakota coming back in, and a whistle offside, I guess. I didn't see it. I was watching the puck skater apparently out on the right side. It's a Nodak girl. It's too far. Retz comes away with it. Goes right to the middle, turning, firing. Low shot, stick save and cover. comes Vicks and Hollingsworth with Hibsch as their center. Kuden and Scala behind them. Comes back. Hollingsworth trying to get possession. Comes back to Scala. She'll dump it down low to Hollingsworth. Centers one. Kick to the corner. Breakout pass. Finds number 8 at mid-ice. He will skate it in. Vicks on the back check. Breakout pass is behind Hollingsworth. He's out in Dakota. Can't get it out. Vic stops it. It's Hibsch from the left. Trying to slide one over, but too much traffic. North Dakota trying to push that one through. And good stop. And the move, Vic's taking it wide. Left firing in the middle. Kuden trying to get a piece of it. Still wrapping around and send one to the middle. Norston sends it down low to Newman. And Ambule in now as well. And that was an ice. So you've got the normal first line for the Moose, at least this weekend has been out together. Here's short one center, so Newman, Comanche, and Ambio will regroup every once in a while. Bond and Norston behind them. Buckets to Ambio. Spins to the slot, turns, toe drag, fires, low shot, block, stick save. And North Dakota coming out. Newman finishing off along the boards, and North Dakota will send it in. Simmet leaves it for Bond. Passes it up to Amantia, tips it up to Newman, who sends it in. It'll go behind the net. Ambulance from the far side on the forecheck. Skates get tied up. Comes out. Newman and Ambule. Ambule coming around. Amantia loose puck. It's a tipped away. North Dakota on the move. Amantia goes through her hands. Norston loose puck. Chips out to the neutral zone. Tipped away Jorgensen. Gretz has it. Norston gets it turned over. Number 12. Turns, fires, gloved up. Simic with a windmill save. And that rotator cuff is still looking good here this morning. 8:30 left in the first half. It is about as even as it gets. 0-0 in net. 11-11 on net. Fired on net, stick save to the corner, Civic. Out front, cleared by Zivic. Zivic in the corner. Can't get it up to the board. Centered. Number 26 out front trying to redirect that one. Stoppel sends it up. Right back down low. Stoppel will send it around the near side, and Motel's got to get there. Does. Gets to Gretz. Fires it up ahead. Too far ahead of Jorgensen, but she's pushing through. Getting there, collecting it. Going to go behind the net. Looking, and will redirect it towards the corner. Centered one to Gretz, but the defense pokes it away. Up ahead for North Dakota. Icing was off. The center one, but Gretz will grab it. Mortel. Gretz, Mortel. Tried to fire the pass over to Jorgensen. He sticks. Zivic stepping up. Comes out of the zone and finds the stick of Tremblay now in, along with Prado trailing her. Puck gets knocked away. And possession back and forth here in the neutral zone. Prado in with it, just trying to chip it deep. And we'll get it all the way to the corner. Pure will. That'll now come out. Cooten upended in front of the Moose bench. And back out. Cooten coming back to Scala. Cross ice, finds the stick of Tremblay. Up the left side, turning, firing. Went through the crease on a tough angle. That one finds the North Dakota stick and will be skated out over the red line, number 8, and we'll send it in and get a change. Scala up to Prado, but missed the tape, and it'll settle in for an icing call with 5:56 left here in the first half. It's been an even matchup. Newman. Goes into the net. He's back out the bomb. Pass down to Vicks. Backhanded shuffle. And it got held on to. Moose. Newman with Vicks and Hollingsworth. Vicks turns and fires, and it was whistled. Newman back to Bond off the face-off. Sends it. Oh, a redirect attempt by Newman misses just outside the right post. We go off the boards with space. North Dakota will chip it out. Misses on the breakout. Norston over to Bond. Cross ice finds Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth will send it in on the correct side of the red line. Ambule now coming in with Gretz and Lamantia. Gretz now Ambule pushing it forward. North Dakota has it. In the corner, Gretz with the pressure. Ambule trying to cut off the half wall does. She'll turn it around. Toe drag maneuver over to Gretz. Gretz comes back to the point. Bond fires. Loose. Lamantia out front tried to redirect. It comes to the side wall. Gretz picking it up, trying to drop it down. But North Dakota finds the puck. They're on the move. Number 6 getting by. Turning, firing. Block shot. And loose. And covered from the backside. And again, some more activity after the whistle. Keelan Norston didn't like something over there. Let the North Dakota girls know about it. Gretz will take the face off. Loose backdoor and tipped away. The Lamantia Gretz got a piece of that one. It was wide open on the back door if they didn't clear that. Stoffel down low. Trying to find Ambule too far ahead. Tipping up now. Ambule trying to get to Lamantia. And she's trying to get possession. And does. Comes back to the outside. We'll go around the net. Turns around, lost it. Lamantia can't get it at her feet. Ambule finds it. Will come out to Stoffel. Turns, fires. Glove off the glove, loose. Lamantia knocked down, and it's whistled. It was, I think it was Hibsch coming on, who found the puck in the back, tried to throw it out front, but the goalie covered it up. Now Mortel and Jorgensen out with Hibbs. And chipped out with Dakota. Fell over to Cooten. Sent back in. Cooten on the move. Over the red line, over the blue line. Tipped into the corner. Jorgensen coming away with it. And through, fires. Looking for Mortel. Mortel will come back to the point where Hibbs is covering. Turns, fires off the glove. It's loose. Cooten comes up and rifles the shot, but it was knocked down by a defender. Scala will now send it to the corner, but nobody home for the Moose. Chip side of the net, loose behind it, coming around the near side boards. Scala pinching and gets knocked off and it comes out. Mortel swings it over to Scala, off the stick of Jorgensen into the North Dakota zone. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. It's zeros. Hibbs flying around. That'll come out to Bond. All the way back to Norston. Settles. Chips. Hibbs sends it up, but nobody home. Back to Ambio. And number 17 firing through. Fires, sharp angle shot. Simmet with the save up against the post. That one will find Lamantia. She's on the move. She's going to take it wide. Sends a backhanded pass to Newman, trying to find Ambule. Ambule will now get boarded up. And flipped up high will come out of the zone. On Newman gets back to Bond. She backtracks and will sauce it over to Norston. Goes up the board to Amantia. It does come out, but now stuck right at the blue line. Norston can't chip. It'll get back to Bond. And intercepted. Loose feet of Norston. Trying to find it. Just fires it out. Nice job. 40 seconds left. Oh, icing was on. We'll head back with 35.5 left. Gretz with Tremblay and Crotto in there. 35.5 left in the first. 5-yard penalty, false start. They'll send Gretz out of the circle. Tremblay takes the draw. Number 13 fires, just missed outside the left post. There's a screen out front too. Tremblay picks that one off, and it will clear the zones. 15 seconds left. North Dakota looking for one more chance. Lose the handle. Loose at mid-ice. And a whistle. Oh, I think Simmett's net came off, and they used that as a chance to fix it, but it would have been an unfortunate break because I think the Moose were getting possession and about to be on the move. 7 seconds left. Gretz for the draw. That'll do it for the first half, folks. It's been zeros, shots on net, 16 for the Moose, 14 for North Dakota. And this one right here has not been very busy on the scoreboard, right, Olivia? She says, nope, nothing. So she's thrilled. What's up? Boring. That was a boring chant from Olivia. So, folks, I know you don't feel the same way. This is some exciting HP Tier 1 action on a Sunday morning for you. So, we'll see you back soon. Folks, we are back on the ice, getting ready for the second half. It is zeros on the scoreboard. So the shots on net, 16-14 in favor of the Moose. A tight one here, nail biter to end the weekend in Alexandria. And the Moose come away with the W. 1-2 on the weekend. Lost to the Lakers. Win over the Blue Ox and a tough loss to the Grey Ducks. Try to finish up 2-2 for the weekend. And Layla Peterson in net for the second half. 14-shot shutout first half for Ruby Simmett. Her weekend will be done. And we've got Newman, Lamantia, Ambuel, Cootie Scala. Same starting five as the beginning of the game. And we are off. Fired in by North Dakota. Oh, it bounces back in front of the net. And has to be covered up by Peterson. Gotta watch those end boards. They hit right at that right angle, dead on. It pops straight back out. This puck, Lamantia picks it up. She's on the move. Taking it wide and stopped. Kicks it in deep. Ambuel coming from the other side. Newman, Ambuel. Ambuel at the half wall. North Dakota comes away. It's a whistle. It's a high stick. I didn't see it. Don't know on who. It is on North Dakota. Number 18. She'll head to the penalty box for the high stick. She played it. And it'll be a power play forthcoming for the Moose. Audrey coming back to the D to run the power play that they've set up. Not a ton of success with it so far this weekend. Putin will come back to Lamantia. Sends it over to Scala. Trying to find Putin in the middle. And shipped out on net. Lamantia will pick it up. Firing it up to Newman. It's bumped off it. Scala finding Lamantia. He's racing up the right side to the middle and tipped away. Lamantia behind the net. Oh, lost the puck. Also grab it back. Goes back to the point. Sets it up. Back down low to Ambuel. Comes back to Lamantia. Scala back to Lamantia. Turns, fires, and that went off a stick way up in the netting. She's got to go. Gretz, Jorgensen, Mortel in. 1:06 left on the power play. Norston and Bond. Puck is hung up on the dot. North Dakota comes away with it. Backhands one on net. Peterson sticks it away. Mortel can't clear. Come around the other way. Norston's going to race there. Will she get there? It'll come out of his zone. Will not. Rhett's picking it off. Skating it in. Into the corner. Tried to go back to the defense, but didn't get anything on it. Norston comes up. Picks it up. Tries the center one. Comes back to Jorgensen. She comes through with it to the circle, turns, fires off the chest pad, loose, cleared out. Norston picks it up, sends it back down to the corner. Jorgensen will grab it, comes over to Gretz, comes back to Norston. She'll walk, fire it back to Gretz. At her feet, can't find it. North Dakota picks it up. Jorgensen steals it back. Mortel out front, can't find it. Back to Bond. Turns and fires a shot, and that will be covered up as the power play had just expired. So a successful penalty kill for North Dakota. 20-20 left in the game. We'll bring out kids, Tremblay and Crotto. Stoffel, Zivic. Back, Stoffel tips. Tremblay looking behind net. North Dakota comes away with it. Out of the zone. Zivic to Stoffel. Up to Crotto. Back the other way. Zivic sends it in. Dakota able to clear. Loose puck. Bouncing around. North Dakota picks it up. She's on the move. Into the loose zone. Nice job, Zivic getting back. It's now Scala behind the net. Has to escape and will skate it out. Up the left-hand side on her backhand. All the way around the net. Coming through. We'll send it down low to Newman. Goes through the crease. Harmlessly through the blue paint. Hollingsworth stops that one momentarily. Now out the far side. Sipped away by Vix. Cuden picks it up. Hollingsworth knocking it forward. It'll be Newman picking it up. Hollingsworth in the corner. Centers one, but right to a North Dakota player. North Dakota out. Gets the Cuden. She gets poke checked before the blue line. North Dakota finds the angle to send it in. They'll get a change. Norston picking it up. Got some space. Firing it to Gretz at the red line. Loose taking a change, so she's by herself. Will send it in. Ambio comes in, bumps a girl off it, trickles out of the zone. Loose puck, Lamantia. She's on the move. Lost it. Gretz picks it up. To Lamantia. Coming out of it, can't get the pass back to the point. And she gets tangled up in the corner. North Dakota comes out with it. Ambio able to tip it out. Gunderson carries it back in. It's up ahead, tipped away. Hibbs cutting through. Jorgensen coming away with it. Past the defense, turning, firing, scoring! Janie Jorgensen and the Moose are on the board. Janie Jorgensen, Moose. A snipe in the upper right-hand corner, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Moose. Janie Jorgensen putting the Moose on the board. 16:40 left. Hibbs back to the D. Stop looking for Zivik. Goes in. Stoffel. Circle. Can't get the shot off. Trickles out Jorgensen. Still in after the goal. Centers one across to Mortel. Jorgensen navigating again. Trying for a 2-goal shift. That one a little bit left. Dakota coming out of the corner. Breakout, intercepted, Tremblay. Intercepted by Hibbs. Once, twice, not 3 times a lady. Into center ice. Dakota on the move, number 17. Block shot, Newman, who was defending. Breakout pass tipped in the air. And then finds the stick of Kudin. Can't gather it in. North Dakota back in the new zone for the moment. Off the official, so it stays in. Into the corner, Zivik. Battling number 6. The 26 was trying to rifle a shot and missed on it. He's not able to clear. Still sitting there. Now comes out Newman. He's looking for some space up the right side. Will send it in. North Dakota drops it behind the net. They look to come back to the far side. Prado disrupting. North Dakota on the move. Vic's hit it from behind, but it stays in the zone. Scala. The board to Hollingsworth. Now Gretz getting it over. It'll get off the board to Vic. She'll chip it out. And icing was on, but Hollingsworth racing to get there. It does. Kudin sends it back down low. It's loose out front. Vicks backhands one to the net. Another beauty of a backhand by Vicks. But held on to by number 30 in net. The other goalie playing the second half. It's 14:04 left in the game. A 1-goal lead for the Moose. Vicks, Gretz, Hollingsworth, Kudin, Scala comes back to Scala. Going into the half wall, Leighton Hollingsworth. Kudin back in front of her bench. Sends it cross ice to Vicks. Vicks able to send it in. Kudin's pass intercepted mid-ice, sent in by the Nodaks. Try to get one out front. That's the backhand of number 11. Trying to get into the net. Rebound, goal. On the second rebound, a backhand put in from the right side. And it's tied up 1-1. It's like number 8 for North Dakota was able to put it in. 2 great saves to begin with. I saw a kick save in there, and then it sat on that front door on the right side and chipped in. Newman line is out. Norston and Bond, 13-10. It's a new ball game. Newman tried to send it in. Dakota on the move. Lamantia picks it up. Let's get a shot scored. Lamantia makes it 2-1 with a TDR toe drag release. Top right hand corner. A minor. And it's 2-1. So the Moose answer right back after the North Dakota squad tied it up. About 30 seconds later. 20 seconds later. Dakota back in the neutral zone. Entry on the left. Go drag to the middle. A shot stick behind the net by Peterson. Bond up for Lamantia. Is able to chip it out. Newman chasing. Will pick it up. Can she get by the defender? They're battling. Newman does get there. Gets right to the front. Turns. It's sitting on the doorstep. 2 pad saves. And then cleared by North Dakota. That was just sheer will and might by Newman to get through. She gets the puck again. Right, she was back to the middle. Turning. Shot did get through. Might have been deflected and missed right a little bit, but what sheer will and determination by Newman powering through to get that one and getting shots banging on the doorstep. And that's a penalty on North Dakota going to the box. And Eric Gunderson didn't like it. He said there was a shoulder to the head down there. I didn't see that one, but we'll check the replay. Eric Gunderson's not usually wrong. One of the elite hockey minds of North Dakota. Not liking the call. It's a power play for the Moose. Up 1. And then firing off the crossbar was the shot by Hibbs. Cross ice. Stoffel. She's got room. Walks, fires. Missed right. Mortel down low. Jorgensen clears it out. And chipped away from Hibbs. So they'll get sent back down. Mortel down low coming around. Come through the circle. Turn sharp angle shot. Pad save. Jorgensen picking it up. She'll go through the slot. Continuing to carry. Ooh, might have had a chance to go to the net. Right there. Gets it out front. Mortel turns, fires. Defender got a stick on it. Hibbs sends it back to Stoffel. Right back to Hibbs. Goes right back to Stoffel. Sends it, trying to find Mortel back door. Good defensive stick by Gunderson, number 19. And that'll be pulled down by the mid of Zivik at the blue line. Mortel can't clear, and this time North Dakota's able to clear it. Zivik at center ice will have pressure. Skates it through, lost the handle. Gunderson picks it up, sauces it up to number 10. Steele's cycling back, and it'll get turned over right to Stoffel. She's on the move, puck protecting. Getting to the middle, turning, firing off the stick, and it'll go into the netting out of play. 10:32 left in this one, 27 on the Moose power play. 2-1 lead for the Moose. Well, we've got Olivia getting her workout in here in the second half after she didn't have to press the button at all in the first. She's had to hit it 3 times here in the second half. One of the best in the business. She just said, bruh. I just got the dad bruh. Oh! And a tip-in ambule. That thing bounced around, I think, off the right post and went behind the goalie. Came back over behind her to the left side, and Ambule was there to just get a stick on it and tip it in. That took some weird bounces, I think, off the right post, went behind the goalie, and a tip-in power play goal makes it 3-1. Yeah, they just didn't put it on the board yet. Power play goal, Ambule. Tremblay carrying it in. Scoreboard in the arena still says 2-1. But it is indeed 3-1. Tremblay sends it in. Gala deep. Tremblay near corner. Dakota picks it off there on the move. 2v2. Pruden and Scala defending. Number 8 gets to the slot. Missed. high and right. That one comes all the way out for an icy 9.5 left in this one before we all make our journey back towards the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the surrounding metro. Go home and see some dogs. We're staying with some right now, and they'll be excited to see us, I'm sure, when we get home. It's Hazel and Harper. Ruts up to Tremblay. Can't get it by Gunderson. Now it comes out. Ruts on the move. Turning, firing, and that'll be a midsection up. Into number 30's logo. The N and D stands for North and Dakota. Hibbs for the draw. Vicks on the left, Hollingsworth on the right. Norston pinching. Far side goes flying. Norston picking up the loose puck. Vicks chips it out. Hibbs on the move defender from the bench comes out and stops it. It was a 2-on-0, but North Dakota had a defender coming off the bench on a change and able to thwart the attack. North Dakota on the move, number 7 by herself. A poke by Bond, steal by Hibbs. She'll try a shot at just a bit outside by about 6-7 feet. 6-7. 6-7. Glad we got that in the broadcast today. Newman on the dot. Mortel and Jorgensen. Jorgensen 2-point takedown. Mortel, Jorgensen trying to get a handle on it, sends it behind the net. North Dakota will get there first and try to find a lane to break out. They do, but Zivic steps up. Offside, it didn't go back in the zone, did it? Maybe it did. I don't know. Oh, that butt. Nope, no icing. Says the near side official. Out front! Redirected, just goes left. Off the stick of number 8. Mortel finding Newman. Newman's going to take it to the middle. Drops it back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen down low to Newman. Trying to find Jorgensen. Does! Oh! She just couldn't pull the trigger. And a slap shot that goes up into the netting by Zivic. Jorgensen found her tape, was trying to get the puck off, and the defender just was holding up her stick, stopping her from pulling the trigger. There was an opening on that left side, and Jorgensen was sniffing at a 2-goal game. Remains 3-1. Newman's pass cut off. Newman then cuts it off herself. She'll take it back up the left. Gunderson defending. Lets her go. Picked up by the other defender. She'll come through the far circle, try to get a shot off chance. Mortel taking it in on her own up the right side. That's now into help, comes out of the zone. North Dakota over to the right side, number 17. Puden in front. Drop pass to number 12. Shoots and fires right. Goes in the far corner. Nice defense, Puden. Comes up the board. Lamantia racing over. Gets a piece of it. Sends it to Ambule, too far ahead of her. And those two can't get on the same page. Bouncing off of Audrey's skate. Go cross ice and get it out. We're going to get across to Puden. Firing to Gretz off her stick. North Dakota will send it over and out. Up ahead, it's Puden. Centered one off of Gretz's stick again. Doesn't get through. Puden defending. She's on the move, pushing it forward. And gets pushed off the puck. Gets by Gretz, and here's 2-on-1 come the other way. Number 10 to number 6 from the left, sliding it over. And the one-time tip attempt by number 10 misses wide right. They had it set up, can't convert. We get back to Gunderson, fires it across. And number 11 can't handle it cleanly. Ambule stops it, knocks the girl over. Puden picking it up. Gets out, Ambule kicks it ahead. Under 5 minutes left. Gibbs can't get it by Gunderson at the blue line. She walks it in, fires, block shot Bond. It's loose out front, now behind the net. Dakota on the side. Number 10 turns and fires. 26 tried to redirect. It's now Gunderson in the far corner. Her shot was blocked again. It's trickling through the crease. It'll be picked up by Tremblay. She's on the move looking to break out. She will skate it out herself, tipped off of that center ice. North Dakota can't chip it out. Hips keeps it in. Tremblay. Fires. Too high. Coming pass cleared by North Dakota. 3.5 left. Bond trickles off her stick out of the zone. Sends it back to Tremblay. Will carry it in. Turning, firing. Logo. 3:18 left. Newman coming in with Vicks and Hollingsworth. And timeout North Dakota. Whew. Yeah, it'll be a long drive home. Maybe we'll have Olivia. Olivia, you're going to drive us home? No. That's negative. One of the rare times you'll play a North Dakota team and They're closer to home than you are. All right, Vix, Newman, Hollingsworth, Zivik, Stoffel. Looking to add to the Moose lead. Zivik, snap shot was blocked. Stoffel, shot was blocked. Hollingsworth tips the loose puck in and hammered out by North Dakota. And icing is on. Waved off last second. North Dakota flipped one in, and that almost found its way in. I don't know if Peterson ever saw that one. Empty net for North Dakota with just under 3 minutes left, and that gets to Peterson and covered. So with just under 3 minutes, North Dakota trailing by 2 opts to go empty net and see if they can make something happen. That'll bring out Gretz, Jorgensen, Mortel. Chip loose. To the corner. Oh, Gretz sends it out front dangerously. Fired, and Peterson made a great save there. Gretz was trying to clear the puck, and it went right in front of the net, and almost a disaster for the Moose. Gretz getting boarded up in the corner. It is 6-on-5. 2:15 left. North Dakota comes with the puck, fires it side of the net. It goes far side. Number 18 sends it deep. And nobody there. Scala picks it up, and she's going to fire it through it. Will be an icing. She missed that empty net by a wide margin, just trying to clear the puck. 2:01 left. And that brings in Newman, Lamantia, Ambule, Bond, and Norston. And sends it over the side wall. Norston battle, and Newman picks it up in the corner. It's around Ambule working to get there. Off the board, they'll come back to Gunderson. She's going to send it back down low. Bond can't get it past number 6 in the corner. So they battle and eat up some time. Bond comes away with it. Up the left side, clears it up. To North Dakota. Newman comes through. She's got the empty net and scores. Newman with the empty netter. And it's 4-1. That's why you put in Newman there in those situations, trying to stop it on the one end and then can just fight through puck battles in the neutral zone, get possession, and finish it off. 4-1. Loose. Goalie back in net for North Dakota. Dakota turns it over. Hitch picks it up, fires, stick save. Goes to the serve throw corner. North Dakota trying to break it out. Stopped by Tremblay. Tremblay will cycle through. Sends it over to Stoffel. Shot, stick save. Tremblay sends it out front. Hibbs will pick it up, come back to the point. Stoffel sends it back to Hibbs, turns, fires. Went off the defender out front. 41 seconds left. It's Zivik over to Stoffel. Walks, fires. Missed right. Firing up the boards is North Dakota. Stoffel holds. Hibbs in the serve throw corner. Tries the center one. Prado trying to get there. Comes up. Stoffel holds again. Sends it up the board to Hibbs. Makes a move in the slot. Turns, fires. And that might have hit the top of the crossbar too. A hard shot by Hibbs. And that'll just be iced out. But no icing as the puck is flipping around with 6 seconds left. Will just about do it though. Stoffel will pick it up and Time should run out here momentarily. And that's it. It's a 4-1 win for the Moose, ending on a high note. Goal scorers Jorgensen, Lamantia, Ambule, and Newman for the 4. Last one, an empty netter. And a win for the Moose who go 2-2 on the weekend. It's been great bringing you all the live Tier 1 action from Alexandria, but we're about to sign off and hit the road. And we will see you soon.